Good morning, everybody. My name is Cap, and welcome back to the channel playing some more Planet Crafter. As you can see, our TI index up there at the very top is getting close to rolling over a jillion instead of a million, because that's totally what the G is going to stand for, I bet. You can see we are currently in the flora stage, making our way up towards the tree stage, and you can see our numbers have absolutely skyrocketed. I mean, we're rocking 77,000 pressure, 42,000 heat, 13,000 oxygen. Our biomass is at 74,000. We're kind of just rocking it. Spent quite a bit of time working on things off camera, and a big chunk of that was firing off a bunch of missiles, which I did move my missiles right up over that direction. But a couple of the missiles will increase things like biomass, pressure, and heat by 1,000%. And so you fire off a couple of those, and it really starts to skyrocket some things. And in the process of doing all that, we were able to unlock a few more things that we need to try and get built, things that I've been wanting to work on for a while. Like, we got the DNA manipulator. Be a bit before we can get to that one. Not too far off, but we can make that now. The gas extractor is what I was really wanting to work on, because in order to be able to make something else that I was wanting to work on, you need to be able to have methane gas. And in order to be able to get methane, you got to have a gas extractor. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a gas extractor. Now, something else you can see down there shows that this one needs zeolite. And I was able to find some zeolite, and I'll show you where. Once you get to the flora stage and you're actually in there, you'll see places like growing around rocks. You'll see this archway of this green log growing out here. Zeolite grows on these things, or it spawns on theirs. Sweet! Unlock the water filter. That allows you to be able to just basically drink any kind of water that you find, lake water. So our beautiful lake here is a nice source of water. That'll be a good thing to have here in the near future. But once you get to the floor stage, that's where you find zeolite easily, as you look around rock formations for these kinds of growths like that. And then you'll see them kind of hanging there. It's a bright white crystal. So, first thing I want to work on is getting at least one gas extractor going. And where did that go? So I need 3 super alloys, 2 zeolites, and an iridium rod, all of which I have plenty of. Hang on, I got so many of those during the last storm that I ended up with too many of those. Ended up having to kind of put an overflow into this chest over here. Alright, and 2 zeolites, and was that all I needed? Gas extractor? Yes. Okay. I don't know how quickly this one works. We're going to build this one right over here near all the other stuff that we have going on. I don't know if there's... I've never made it to the point of having gas extractor, so I don't know if there's certain locations that work better than others. But we're going to strap one down right here and see if it does anything, if I have to access it. Okay, so it's just going to make methane cartridges on its own. It's just going to work kind of like the biodome level 2, where it cooks along, does its own thing. You can see it gives you a little bit of heat. It blessed 13. It's not a tremendous amount. It's a little bit. It's not a lot, but at least it'll get going. We could probably make 2 of these, but I don't know exactly yet how much methane gas I'm going to need. What I needed the methane for is, I'll show you guys right over here. Once you get into your bio lab, in order to be able to make mutagen, you got to have bacteria samples, which you make here as well, and the methane cartridge. Took me a bit to figure out where you get the methane cartridge. And you need the mutagen in order to be able to make the seed spread rocket, and I'll show you that. We've unlocked a couple rockets since the last time I was here. Kind of just doing a quick tour of some of the things that we worked on, or that I worked on off camera, to show you guys. So we got a couple extra rockets here. I did launch a GPS satellite too, and I'll show you what that looks like on the map. But we have, you see this one that brings in the uranium asteroids, which we did a couple of those, raises your heat by 1,000. This is the iridium asteroids, its pressure by 1,000. Biomass rockets, we launched a couple of these, increases biomass by 1,000%. The seed spreader rocket will increase your oxygen, but in order to be able to use that, you have to get mutagen. We just, in the last video, got to where we have tree bark coming out of our biodome too. Now we can get some methane to make some mutagen, and this will increase the oxygen level by 1,000%. So that's going to be kind of cool. And then from a nice aerial view, you can see we've got this lush green landscape over here. It's looking beautiful. Still got desert over that direction. I don't know if it'll ever fully terraform into grass everywhere or not. I don't think so. it wouldn't make sense to. I mean, the planet we currently live on, Earth, has got desert, even though it's got grass everywhere too, so that's not really something I think is going to happen. Okay, so it does go pretty quickly, just like everything else. Sweet, sweet. Grab a quick sip of water from this. And get back over here. Now I want to get a couple of these ore extractor tubes going. I really need to be able to get a bunch of osmium. Now I have to use osmium to make one. So the first place I want to put one is in the Uranium Cave. So I need a super alloy rod, which we did unlock. You get that up here once your TI reaches a certain level. You unlock the super alloy rod. So that's where you get that. And you make them over here. Just like with the rest of the rods. Take 8 super alloys and an aluminum. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 aluminum. We need to go get some more aluminum. And that should be able to give us a super alloy rod. Sweet, sweet. Okay, now we need 2 iridium rods and 3 osmium. So you can see I'm a little bit short on osmium. I have enough to be able to make one more after that one. And an iridium rod. Also, I got so much stuff from all the rockets, I had to make an entire another chest just for my raw iridium because of the rockets were coming in and just dropping them everywhere. So that's going to give us an ore. Oh, we need 2. Hang on. I'm glad I checked one more time before I ventured off. Alright, so I think, I want to double check, but I think there's an iridium cave, an osmium cave right over this way that's a little bit closer than the one that's way over there. And since I have this little cave over here that I can use to get iridium, basically growing right all over inside this cave here, I'll eventually replace this. Let me see if he's got anything in here. 1. So he basically is getting just 1 for every 15 that actually shows up in there. It's not very efficient. What are you? Just ice? Nope, that's zeolite. See, okay, so here's what I was talking about. Got this nice little log structure here, and the zeolite just kind of grows underneath it. They kind of just show up at random all over the world, so I'm not quite sure if there's specific structures they grow on yet. I kind of see them all just kind of around rocks, basically. So at least we're getting a bunch of that. That's one of those resources I wasn't sure how I was going to go about getting. Alright, so this is a cave that we definitely need to get our ore extractor in. Because this is where we get the blue stuff that we're going to need a bunch for. The osmium. Alright, so if I put you down, let's put you down like right there. Now, no. Oh, sweet, we got a bigger container. Okay, so this is an osmium cave. We will get priority of getting osmium mostly here. We're going to need that. We're going to need to build another nuke. We've got too many things going. So if we get this one going, and then we can technically get one over at our uranium cave that we have over there too, and that'll help out quite a bit. Iridium has not been that difficult to find, and we got one over here getting sulfur, so we need to replace all of those with ore extractor tubes. But again, we need to get a bunch of osmium before we can do that, just because it's going to take a ton of osmium to be able to even start those. So I need to get this one going over here as priority. But let's get over and get some more power first. Alright, let's see how far we are. Let me see, we're just about 10 away. We're 10 away. Alright, well, we're close enough. We could probably go ahead and make another nuke level. Wait, we just get food grower tier 2. Oh, sweet. Okay, what does that do? Oh, it just grows food faster. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Alright, so 3 water bottles, 3 uranium rods, explosive powder, and super alloy. I do have some explosive powder that I found over here. Alright, do I have any? No, I think I put my extra water in here. I did not. Okay. Head over to our little lake collector. This is the absolute best source of water bottles here. Every time I come over, it's pretty much full. It's fantastic. 1 more nuclear reactor, and we should be good to go for a little while on power. How many did I need? 3 uranium rods. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have enough uranium. Oh, no. Well, okay, so we're only off by just a smidge, so what I could do, hang on, because this is one of those things that we need to do, eventually what I'm going to do is this ore extractor that's up here in the uranium or the Iridium Cave up here, if I just disassemble that, that should remove enough power usage to where it should keep everything going. And I know where a Uranium Cave is, but I can always call in a nope, I can always call in a uranium rocket if we need to. Go ahead and take all of that. If I disassemble this, it's going to drop a bunch of stuff here, so I need to get rid of iron. I have a ton of at home. That's one of the things my chest is almost completely full of. And I seem to be able to find it way easier than pretty much everything else. Same thing with cobalt. Get rid of a bunch of this and drink one of those. Alright, that should be able to keep us going. And we have power. Sweet. Okay. That should keep us going long enough. We get some more osmium and we should be good. I probably need to call in another uranium rocket just so I can get a bunch more of that going. I also would like to see about getting a DNA extractor because I don't know what that does. I'm not sure at all. That's one of those that I unlocked it and I have no, let's not accidentally deconstruct a thing here. 15%. Okay, so we're getting, it's slower getting to trees, that's for sure. That's not what I was wanting to look at. DNA extractor. So I have everything on me already that I need besides one plastic nugget here. So I don't know if a DNA extractor goes indoors. I don't know. We could put it upstairs. We got plenty of room up here. I could disassemble those and put some more heating elements somewhere else. Okay, since this... Okay, so it does go up here. Nice. How about we'll rotate, we'll put you right here just to see what you do. And low power again. Of course we have. Genetic engineer unlocked. DNA manipulator. I don't... No match... Oh, okay. So I wonder if I have to... I don't... Well, we probably need power before we can do anything with it anyway. Now how far off are we when it comes to power? A decent amount. We may have to make a tier 2 nuke reactor just to kind of get us going. We can do that. 1 uranium rod and 3 super alloys. Okay, I have that. Alright. Not exactly the way I wanted to go, but sometimes you have to band-aid things along until you can get what you really want done here. Okay, put you right there and... Did that not... Oh, that didn't give us enough. Okay, we're going to need 2 of those just to kind of get everything back up and running. Holy monkey. Okay, let's see. Let's do another one of those. Super alloys and another uranium rod. 1, 2, and 3. You see, go through these pretty quickly once you get to this distance into the game here. Do we have enough now? Yep, we do. Okay, so this should be able to get things going back up again. Okay, we're not going to have much of a surplus when it comes to extra power. Let's see where we are now. We've got 82 available, so if we put hardly anything down, it's not going to do well for us. It's just going to power everything down again. Okay, what do you do? Show DNA recipes. Tree, seed, okay. Alright, so this is how we get some of these things. Oh, I'm going to guess that we probably have to put these inside a tree spreader, which I don't think we've unlocked yet. Let me see, these are algae growers, food growers. I don't think we're to that point yet. Let me see, I think it's one of those that we need to get a little bit further into. Oh, hang on, no, it's over here. Tree spreader, right there. Level 1, we have to get to 65 tons when it comes to biomass. So we are about, almost exactly halfway there. So it'll be a little while before we can get to the tree spreader, so it'll be a while before we need to use our DNA manipulator at all. Okay, well, no big deal. It's going to take a little while to get there. Now, with the biomass, we can shoot a rocket that increases the biomass by 1,000%. Grab a little snack real quick. How am I on water? I used a bunch for recipes. Okay, let me drop some of this stuff off I don't have to have on me just yet. Okay, let me see. I need to see what I need in order to be able to launch a uranium rocket. The one thing that I can say is slightly annoying when it comes to the rockets that bring in the resources, the uranium, the super alloy storms, stuff like that, is that a lot of it gets buried under the debris of the actual explosion itself, and it makes it really hard to find. So an engine, 2 super alloys, fertilizer, a lerma, and a tree bark. Okay. Pretty sure I have all of that already ready. It's already ready already. Whoop. Turn your flashlight on so you can see what you're doing here. There we go. This area right over here gets dark at night because there's no lighting system that actually helps. I mean, you got all these fluorescent light looking things around there. You'd think it would help out quite a bit, but nope. Okay, so we have a tree bark and I have a lerma seed. Let's see, a fertilizer. I'm gonna forget completely of all the stuff I need. Let's see, I made a couple rocket engines. Using some of the stuff I had there, I did go ahead and make some bacteria samples because it's just like 3 of these and 3 water, I think. Maybe 1 other thing, but it's not real hard. There's extra zeolite, all of the microchips I can't unlock yet. I don't remember if I need a couple of these or not. I'll take those with me just in case. I can't remember. We shall see. But you can see, as you get further into this game, if you have not played long enough to get to this point, you do spend a lot of time just trying to boost all the numbers up as high as possible. Biomass rocket times 1,000. This one, as far as I can tell, when you launch this one off, it doesn't cause any kind of like rain. It doesn't rain down anything. Like the other 2 rockets bring in a meteor strike. I'm not entirely sure, but with the last patch, they may have fixed that whole positioning the rocket off a different direction by running into it. I haven't got, we did that in an earlier video, and I haven't been able to get it to work out yet. We got some sort of storm going here, but okay, sure, why not? But I launched off probably 2 or 3 of those to kind of get things going off camera while I was waiting for things to go. Let's see, that'll take our biomass at 38 now, so we're a little bit more than halfway, and that's going up 9,800 grams per second. So it's getting up there. But launching a bunch of rockets is how you go about getting everything done that you need to get done. Okay, so let me see. In order to be able to make a tier 2 extractor, we need to have another Uranium Rod, 3 osmium, and another super alloy rod. Okay, well, I need to have a bunch of these. I'm going to go through my whole stack. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and aluminum. Okay, that should allow me to make another super alloy rod. And I'm going to end up needing a lot more power. Well, if we disassemble a couple things along the way that's churning that we don't have to have, that should help. Let's see. Some more osmium, an iridium rod, and 2 iridium rods. Again, I forgot it just like I did last time. And as you can see, we're going through resources pretty freaking fast. Okay, so that's going to use minus 164 when it comes to the energy usage. How much surplus do we have? 82. Oh, that's not going to be enough. I need to be able to build this. I need to be able to get another big reactor here so this can make enough to go there. We haven't got to the point where we can make the next power source, which I don't remember where it was at. Hang on, one of these here. Hang on. Let's see. Nope, that's tree spreader. Nuclear fusion generator. This is where we'd like to get to, but we're only halfway there, like exactly halfway there. Also, I want to show you, since some people had pointed out here, you do have a slider over here to be able to zoom in and out. I kept trying to use like the scroll wheel, but you can see you got these icons over here. That's a tier 1, tier 2, and that's a tier 3 GPS rocket. But if you click these, you can actually zoom all the way out to the level at which you have your rocket here. So you can zoom all the way out to here. But for us, this is how far we can zoom out. Let's see. Okay, so there's a couple things that I probably need to do. Like, I have enough to be able to build one more, but we'll definitely be out of power at that time. Let's see, I need to trade off some things probably. Like these things right here. I've got a bunch of these. Let's see. Let me see your stats here. You use 8. That's not enough of... If I got rid of all of these, that's still not enough of an extra there. I may have to disassemble some things. Yeah. Or, here's what I can do to start with. Okay. We're going to head over to the Uranium Cave, which I marked with a green right over there, and see if there is any more uranium in there, because we need to have enough to make a uranium rod. If we can get another, tier 3 nuke reactor, we should be good. All right, there's a bunch of our aluminum. We can stock off that pretty good. Silicon's a little bit low over there too. See, this one is one of those that I need to replace. Although you can get aluminum there, like I just did, it's not a ton. You need an ore extractor tier 2 to be able to get mostly aluminum. But having that one running over where it's at, it's not really bothering me, because I do get a bunch of the other resources. And in order to make like super alloys, you gotta have basically one of all the core level resources. And so just having one or two of these ore extractors kind of randomly grinding out iron, titanium, silicon, cobalt, stuff like that, it's not a bad idea. Did I leave anything in you? Not anything that I have to have. I'll take you and deconstruct you just so I know what's going on. Here is the Uranium Cave. Go ahead and grab what we can from in here. If we can get enough to where we can make a uranium rod, that'd be great. Don't know if I left anything in here or not. Nothing I have to have. I'll just leave you alone. Let me glance around and see. See, it's not a very big cave, so you don't get a lot of resources. I did already grab some stuff when I was over here the first time. Can I get up here? I can. Oh, there's nothing here. There's one more right there. Okay, so we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have enough to be able to make one. All right, let's see. This is definitely going to shut everything down once I get you going here. But let's put you right. Why? Put you right there. Perfect. That's right on the entrance. We'll be able to get in, and this will give us almost pure uranium. I don't know how likely it is to get other things, of course. But now we need to get back home before our oxygen runs out. I have been making really bad decisions of not traveling with oxygen lately for some reason. Oh, we barely made it. It was down to critical levels. Whew. Alright, so if I take all the rest of this, I should be able to make a uranium rod. Nice. Alright, so that's the main... Yeah, I needed way more than that. I can make another one of these. Okay, how far behind are we now? 1870 to 19. So we need a little bit more than a little bit less than 100. Okay. So if I put another one of these up there, that's not going to make enough. We need 2 more of those. That's not good. We're gonna have to... You know what would be great is if you could just turn some things off without having to disassemble them. Like, how much power are you using? 117. I'm gonna get rid of you for now. I can build you back later. There we go. It's nice to have you, but I'm not gonna need you for a while. I don't even have a tree spreader. So that's good. That should be able to give us some more uranium that we can get to in the near future. What was the seed spread rocket, I think is where I was wanting to do to get my oxygen up a little bit. Let's see. I need an engine for that. I do have one more. Engine, a couple alloys, bacteria. Oh, in order to be able to make... Hang on, I need to be able to make a mutagen. How many... What do I need to be able to make the mutagen here? Bacteria, methane, and sulfur. Okay, so I can do that. Sulfur. I have not crafted one of these before. And we have a mutagen. Alright, so now I need to have one more bacteria. I have mutagen and tree bark. I think that's everything that we need. I'm almost certain that's everything I need to be able to make a seed spreader rocket. We can get a big boost on our oxygen. That'll be pretty lovely. Oxygen. Let's see. Where was the seed spreader rocket? Okay. Gives a global generation bonus by spreading seeds from outer space. Nice. Oxygen times 1,000. Let's do it. I have not launched one of these yet, so again, I don't know if this like rains down anything terrible, but we're basically going to launch a gigantic tree into space. And fire! We have liftoff. We'll wait a second to see if it does anything. I wouldn't mind having another super alloy storm. Last time we had a ton of them like rolling over here. I had a full inventory plus a chest full of things, and they were just kind of rolling all over the place. It was nice. It was wonderful. I could just find them bouncing all over everything. I didn't even have to worry about it. But I think I picked up everything I had. Oh, that's just a rock. I thought I was going to get lucky. See, I think there was another zeolite spot right over on this side of the base that I saw growing in last time. I don't know how quickly it grows back or if it does at all. All right, let's have a look at our oxygen level now. So now it's at 46,000. That's not too bad. Oh, that's oxygen. I'm looking at the wrong one. Our parts per billion up here with oxygen's at 135,000. That's fantastic. Do I unlock anything else with oxygen? Just the tree spreader? At 7.5 parts per million. Yeah, we're a long ways away from getting a tree. Well, hell, we don't even have a tree spreader level 1 yet. It's going to be a while before we get there. I need to go have a snack. Top that off. Okay, we're pretty much just kind of hanging out until we can get a couple ore extractor tubes going on. I need to get a bunch more super alloy. Let me see and go ahead and grab the stuff that we get from this right over here, because it doesn't hold very many. Yeah, that's fantastic. Making some good progress. Making some good progress here. Alright, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and kill this one off here and end it for you guys, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor and leave a like on the video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss out on future videos. And in the meantime, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.